Well, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Well, my name is Chantel Ricks, and I want to invite you to join me on this journey, crazy journey that I'm getting ready to start. Okay, so let me give you a little bit backdrop on who I am. This is my second attempt to come out here and do a YouTube channel for those of us who retired early. We are young seniors who have retired. We retired during the pandemic. Some of you may not have retired during the pandemic. You may have retired some other time, but many of us retired during the pandemic. The jobs offered us a severance package, and we were like, I'm out, no plan, no, nothing. We were just like, I'm sick of it and I'm out. During that first year of retirement, I had to come to the understanding that I was not what I did. A lot of times we associate what we did with who we are. I was a flight attendant who traveled for a living. That's what I did, but that's not who I am. Yes, I love traveling. Traveling is in my blood. I was born traveling. I was made in Japan, born in San Antonio, and started school in Okinawa. I'm a whirler girl. Been all around the world, baby. But listen, so I had to come to the realization that I wasn't what I did on my job. Then had to get acquainted with me, Chantel. So maybe you haven't done that particular assessment yet. You haven't gotten acquainted with yourself and you're still struggling trying to figure out, what do I do? I mean, I have all this time. Who am I? La, 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 all that. Take time out to figure out who you are, what it is you like to do. In this first week, as we are transitioning from, I know I need to do something, but I don't know what that something is, we are going to take a deep look on the inside and figure out, hey, do I even know me? Have I gotten to know my own self? Do you know we change every 10 years or so? Our desires, our wants, our needs, the things that interest us, they all change. The things that turn us on, the things that turn us off, the things that aggravate us, the things that we laugh at, it all changes in 10 years. So every 10 years, you have to get to know yourself. And then you add in this retirement business, and you're like, whoa, now all my friends, I have to make new friends because most of my friends are still working, and all that comes into play. But one thing that we do have to do as we continue to age is we have to continue to stay busy, stay productive. I was scrolling through YouTube, minding my own business because I was trying to figure out how to do something. YouTube is my best friend, child. When I need to learn how to do something, I go straight to YouTube. So this little cat was on there, this little young buck talking about, and I use ChatGPT to show me how to make $1 million. I said, what? These little young cats. Now listen, I don't know. You may be like me. We're from that era. We're the tail end of the baby boomers. Some of you may be a little bit further, but I was born in 63. So I'm on the tail end of that baby boomer business. And what we're witnessing, we're in a transition in our world where if we don't catch up with what's going on and stay close, keep our ear and our fingers and our mind to the heartbeat of what's going on, we're going to be left behind. The world is changing and we're going to have to adapt with these changes. Listen, none of us want to be plugged into our phones 24/7. We don't want to do all that. However, our world is turning digital. So we're going to have to figure out how we can fit into this digital world. We like being unplugged. We like being untapped on. We don't want to receive an email notification. I turn all that crap off. I can't stand all those notifications. But at any rate, I wanted to share this journey that I'm going to go down. So this young cat was, oh, and let me say something. For those of you all that this may be your first time joining with me, I have done other YouTube projects, but this one, it was kind of like one I know I needed to start, but I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to get it going. So I'm just going to do it, y'all. I'm just going to jump off the ledge and I'm just going to do it. I push go and whatever happens, happens. All right. So I want you to know that I am very long-winded. So you can just fast forward past the parts that you're like, oh my God, get to the point. Because I'm a girl and it takes me, I go all the way around the bush and I want you to see all the details and all the flowers and all that stuff. Okay. But listen, so this young cat was on there and he was like, I just put in ChatGPT this how to make $1 million. And I was like, you lying boy. So I watched him for a little while and I said, if it made him $1 million, it can make me $1 million. So what did I do? I went straight on over, and I mean straight with a K and a T, straight on over to Chat GPT. And listen, hold up, hold up. I know you're like, I'm not gonna do that. That Chat GPT is the devil. Well, no, it's not. Okay? Because I don't know if you know this, but your car, your phone, your TV, your computer that you're watching me on is all digital. But I watch my sponsored cable channels digital. So you're gonna have to haven't you noticed whenever you take your car in, they plug that joker in and the digital computer tells it what's going on? Digital. So listen, we're going to walk hand in hand and we're going to learn how to operate fully in this digital world that we're walking into. So I listened to this little cat and I did exactly what he said. Now I'm going to put the description because I don't know how to do all that screen share yet stuff. I'm going to figure it out, but all that screen share stuff yet. And when I figure it out, then I'll put it up here. But for now, it's going to be down in the description. So he said, put this prompt into ChatGPT. No, he didn't give the exact prompt, but what I did is I listened and then I stopped the video and I was like, clickety, 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 click. And this is what happened. ChatGPT gave me a rundown, y'all. It gave me a step-by-step plan. I said, ChatGPT, I am not computer savvy. I'm a 61-year-old woman who has retired, and I have the amount of my pension that I have, and I need to be able to expand on my pension. It spit out some stuff and it gave me all this other stuff and la, 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 la. And then when it finally came down to it, it said, here is the step-by-step plan. Guys, it's got it down by the week what I should be doing. So I'm going to put all that in there with you. I mean, in the description. And if you want to journey with me I told chat, the GPT thing, I said, I want to do this within a year. Now, for those of you all who are negative Nellies and negative Nicholases, stop. Don't be negative. Listen, yours doesn't have to be $1 million. Yours can be $100,000. Yours can be $100 or $1,000 or $1 million, whatever it is. But let's just go on this journey together. Now, one thing you do have to do is you have to figure out what it is you want to do. And if you were like me, I worked on the same job for 30 years. I was a flight attendant. So I never finished college. It was like, whatever. I'm going out there and I'm flying and I'm seeing the world. Who cares? I don't need my degree. And I still don't listen. I'm in a funny little place. Sometimes I want the degree, I want to go back and finish, and sometimes I'm like, I don't got time for all that. I'm 61. I got time for all that foolishness. But I'm not knocking it for anybody. All right. So if you are one who has retired and you're still in that spot where you're trying to figure out What do you do next? Okay, here's one of the things that I found very interesting. And I don't know if you all, let me know in the comments if you found this interesting too. The first year after I retired was probably one of the hardest years because I worked for the same company for 30 years. Now, you may not have that same testimony. You may have done the same job function for XYZ amount of years, or you may have bounced from job to job, whatever the case may be. You've done something for XYZ amount of years. You've had friends and associates and co-workers for XYZ amount of years. When you retire, all of that stops almost suddenly. People that you used to talk to a lot, hang out with at lunch, did things with sometimes during the holidays, it all ceases. And it's very interesting. And why? Because they're still working. And whenever you talk to them, they're still talking about the complaints and the problem at the job. And you're like, I don't want to hear that. I am not associated with that. It doesn't, I don't care because I'm not there anymore. And I don't want to return to that rat race. But it's okay if that's what you want to do. I would not encourage anybody to just jump off their job and leave like I did. I'm a risk taker. I will take a risk in a second, but that may not be your zhuzh, and it's okay. But listen, so this is going to fulfill two areas. For those of us who retired and we're like, okay, we're at that 4-year point. Those of you that retired during the pandemic, and we're at that 4-year point and we're been working on things and seeing some progress. And we're like, but maybe I need to take this more seriously and really make it into a full-fledged business. So the chat thing, the chat box thing will help us with that. Okay. For those of you all who are still working and you're like, I don't think that I really want to leave my job, but I would like something on the side just in case something pops off on this job. And, I have to tell somebody a little something, something because they on my last nerve and they tell me I got to hit the door and I've already got something else in the works. Or you just may want to have something on the side to supplement what you do on your 9 to 5. This will work for you too. So if you want to follow me and be a part of this challenge, I want you to put in the comments, I'm in. Just that simple. I'm in. And follow the prompt. And I'm going to learn how to use all this stuff. And we're going to learn how to use all this stuff together. Now, let me tell you, what I did start doing is I did start making some digital products, which I actually like digital products. I am an author, and that was one of the main things that I was started working on when I retired, is I always wanted to write, but I didn't know where to get started. I didn't know anything. And once I retired, I had time to walk down the processes of writing books and how to get them published and all that good stuff. So I do have books. They're out on Amazon. I do have that. But I really wanted to move more into the digital world because that's what people are using. These kids use their phones for everything. The world is making us use our phones, use our computers for things that we would rather go to a store and purchase and hold. It's saying, nope, you're going to hold it on your phone. So I just told myself, you've got to get on the bandwagon and learn how to use it, and don't abuse it, but use it to your best ability. So the first thing that we always hear out there is that you have to find your niche or niche, whichever way you want to say it. Whatever it is, you got to find the target that you want to hit. I do have a pamphlet, and it's a guide with over 500 niche ideas for you to look over and say, oh, I like that. I would suggest that you look at all of them. And then once you looked at all of them, you're going to notice it'll say like a niche. So let's just say like you decided that you wanted to create a planner or something like that. And you wanted to be in the personal development niche. Well, in the personal development niche, there's 20 different areas that you can look at. And this list is not even all of these areas. You can create a mindful productivity planner, a self-discovery journal, an emotional intelligence assessment, inner peace and stress reduction. There's just so many different ideas that it helps you to develop. You are going to find that there is something out there that you can create that is very helpful for other people, and they're waiting for the product to be created. So, for those of you all who want to join me, let's have fun. Let's go on. I can't tell you that I don't know what the results are going to be. I don't know how much you're going to make. Disclaimer, ding ding ding. I cannot guarantee that if you follow me on this journey that you're going to make whatever it is that you told the ChatGPT that you wanted to make, because there's so many factors. Did you follow its instructions? Did you do what you needed to do? Did you continue or did you stop? All right. So if you want to go on this journey with me, type it in the comments. I'm in, and let's go on this journey together. So this is the prompt. And I'm going to put it in ChatGPT. Let me put my little spectacles on. This is the prompt that I typed in to Mr. ChatGPT. Okay. It says, I'm a 61-year young retired woman and I gave the amount that I have in my pension or in my IRA. I have no desire to return to work for a company and be limited to the amount of money I make and the pressures that it causes. I desire to make $1 million in the next 365 days using your guidance. I am not tech savvy, but if you direct me and make my instructions like you're talking to a fifth grader, I know we can make this happen. Please suggest to me what I can do and create my avatar for this new journey. So somebody is out there saying, whoa, 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 you threw in a whole new word on me. What is this avatar business? I don't want no avatar. Well, and I have it all written down so that I don't misquote anything. A business avatar, also known as a customer avatar, a buyer persona, a marketing persona, or a customer profile is a detailed profile of a business's ideal customer or client. It's a fictional character that represents the type of person a business wants to target when they're marketing. So when you're creating whatever this product is, whether it's a digital product, a physical product, or a service, you still have to have an idea of who you're going to market it to. If you're going to do like I did last year and just take some spaghetti and throw it at the wall, guess what's going to happen? The spaghetti pasta is going to just come crumbling down to the ground. Okay? All right. So you're going to have to create an avatar. But hold up. Remember, we asked the GPT to show us who our avatar was. It's so phenomenal. I'm going to read it to you. Okay, so this is what else it says. A business avatar can help with the following. It identifies the target audience. A business avatar helps a business know who its audience is and what they prefer. Whatever it is you create, whatever it is the GPT tells you that you need to create, it may not be what you desire. However, we're not producing products for us only per se. Yes, you may benefit from it, but you're actually producing a product, a service, an idea, a brand for people and what they want. That was one of the hardest things for me to get, because I was like, I want to do stuff that I want. But other people may not want that. I wanted a password logbook, a digital password logbook, which I absolutely love. But other people may not want that. I sent one to my mom, and I made it and put a pretty cover on it for her, did all that stuff, and I made mine all frou-frou the way I like it, because I can't stand all my passwords all over the place. And when you have them on paper, you have to scratch it out or use the whiteout, and then I don't like the way it looks. But digitally, I can just put it right in and it's right there. And I have all my passwords right there. So That's what I want. But is that what everybody else wants? Who knows? But that was a product that I created for myself. So you'll create products that you like, but your avatar is going to tell you what the general population wants. And that's what you sell. It's okay for you to create those little crafty things that you like. But if you want to make money, you're going to have to produce what the public wants. Okay. All right. And ChatGPT is going to help us do that. All right. Product development. A business avatar can help a business know which products, didn't I just say this, and services that their customers will want, which can help save you time, effort, and money. All right. And those are the three things that you don't want to waste: time, effort, and money. A business can have multiple avatars to represent different target demographics. All right. So, what we're going to do, you're going to type in, I'm going to put it down in the description. You're going to type in that information in the ChatGPT. Now, if you don't have ChatGPT, it's real easy. You can use ChatGPT. You can use Ask AI, Bard, BARD, whichever one you want. I started with ChatGPT. I'm familiar with ChatGPT. I'm loyal. When I find something I like, I just stick with it. All right. Whichever one works for you. I use the paid version of the ChatGPT. I don't know how detailed the information will be if you don't have the paid version, but listen, let's just go with it. Don't pay for something that you're not sure you're going to be using it consistently before you really get into this. So let's just go with the free version and we're going to work with what it says. All right. So when I type that information into the ChatGPT, it gave me everything that I needed. So the first thing it says is identify your strengths and your interests. So this week, I want you to identify your strengths and your interests. All right. Make a list of your skills, make a list of your passions, and think about your resources. Okay. Now we're going to try to find everything that we can do free. So the two things that I want you to do this week, if you're in, is I want you to, number one, find whichever AI assistant you want to use. Like I said, I use ChatGPT. You can use Bard, BARD. You can use Ask AI. And I think there's some other ones out there. But whichever one you decide on, none of it's wrong. It's just whatever works for you. And the second thing that you're going to need is a Canva website. Hold up, hold up, hold up. No, doesn't cost you a dime. You can download Canva for free. It's going to be your best friend. Oh my gosh, I love Canva. It's so much fun. You're going to love it. Is there a lot out there and there's a lot of flashy things all over the place and a lot of rabbit holes to go down? Yes, but we're on a mission. All right. For some of you all, you may say, "Ooh, that's too much work. I don't want to do that in 1 year. I want to do it in 2 years." That's okay. You can put that in there. You don't even have to put the same amount in there. This is just something I'm trying. I saw that little boy do it. And if that little young whippersnapper who was he probably wasn't even 30 years old. I think he said, how old did he say he was? I don't think he was 30 years old. And that joker said he made $1 million. I said, dog it. So I'm going to get out there and do this. If he can do it, I can do it. So you put whatever figure you want. Maybe you just want to try 10,000. It's okay. Maybe you just want 5,000. Maybe you want to take your family on a trip and you're like, okay, we need $3,500 to take this trip. Put that in there and say, okay, within the next 6 months or however long you need, how do I go about making this? Give me some ideas, and it's going to help you do that. All right. So first of all, go ahead and download whatever AI it is that you want to use. Put that prompt in and commit to following what it says to do. Because remember, all these AI systems, We're the ones that put the information into it. So it spits out the information that we need, that we used to have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to get. Now it's right at your fingertips. All right. So that's enough. I didn't really want this video to be too long. I hope I didn't go down too many rabbit holes, but now you're kind of understanding how I flow. I'm very much a free spirit. So I might start talking in one direction and end up over here, and may not ever have finished this conversation over here. But maybe 3 weeks from now, I'll come back to this particular conversation and I'll finish it up. So if you can rock with me, rock with me. I thank you all for watching. Let me know that you're in. Just say I'm in, all right? And hey, tell me what else I want to discuss? Now, I haven't reached this point yet, but look, y'all, I got my little letter, my little letter. It's almost time for me to start collecting my Social Security. I am not letting it sit in there until I'm 67. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to 67. I'm getting ready. As soon as I can apply to get my money, guess what? Check is coming to my mailbox, hot dog, and I'm gonna put it in my savings account, but I'm getting my money now. But my little letter came. So if all of you all are wondering what this is, it's that letter that the Social Security sends you out to tell you how much money that you can possibly start getting once you reach your retirement age. And come January, I will be 62 and I'm getting my money, honey. So, hey, if that's not what you want to do, you don't have to. All right. You don't have to. But I tell you what else I want to talk about. The Medicaid, Medicare, and all that stuff. I have a friend who is going through, it's like all that stuff is so convoluted. You work for all these years and no one explains all these processes to you. And there's so many different pieces and you got to add this and that. Why does it have to be so complicated? But let's talk about those things, because as we talk about it, we help each other out. All right. So in the comments, also let me know, what areas have you been struggling with since you retired? What is it that you want to talk about? Some of you may be lonely. We're going to address that. We're going to address that. All right. Some of you may almost feel depressed. We're going to address that. Okay, I know you feel like you're out there all alone, but you're not alone. Come on, let's become a community and let's help each other, because we have so much more life to live. Listen, let's get our money built up and let's start taking trips together, meeting up in different countries and exploring the world together. Or maybe that's not your judge. Maybe you want to go to an antiquing. Some of you all can get together, and those of you that like to go antiquing, you meet up once a month and have a ball antiquing, or go to wineries or whatever it is. But let's make this community a vibrant community, because even though we are in our 60s and we're retired, or you're approaching that age where you're ready to retire, or you're like me, you retired early and you still have so much life and zest in you, come on, don't sit on it. Don't let that fire fizzle out. Let's go explore. Let's try these new things and let's see what happens. All right. Okay. I'm out, y'all. See you next week. Don't forget to let me know if you're in, and don't forget to let me know in the comments what it is you want to start working on so that we can talk about those things together. All right. See y'all next time. Bye.